The moment I saw this image in Pinterest, the next thought my brain would process is grab my pad and my pencil and started sketching it so that I can share with all of you. We're starting with a canvas of 2080 into 2860. By following up, we are going to have this most aesthetic illustration I have done so far, and I absolutely enjoyed this entire process, and I hope you will too, and you will definitely illustrate this. We are using coarse watercolor to add two shades of purple and then a tint of the grayish side to make it look more like a vivid sky, and we are using wash brush to slowly blend it across. And also make sure to use your sweet time because these are all in 2x and 4x speed. Also make sure to look at the right side for the layer because I have added so many amount of layer for this illustration because there are those tiny elements which mattered so much. Now for the most beautiful sky, I'm using same coarse watercolor brush but making sure to add the depth, that is the shadow, highlight, everything in a same layer. And then once I'm done, I've added a new layer for our highlight layer beneath the main cloud layer, and I'm using wash brush to slowly blend it across in a circular way, blending it both the highlight and the shadow at one go. And I'm letting the highlight the top highlight untouched because I want to do it separately. Once I'm done blending both the pink and the dark shade, I'm going for the highlight of this, and then once that is done, I'm doing the rest of for the top half of our cloud. This is the most easiest fluffy cloud you'd ever illustrate, and also enjoy the same process. Once I'm done, I'm going to add the building here with the help of our fountain pen and our straight line option. So make sure to follow this entire tutorial and see how well you can come across, because we are not using any kind of perspective or anything. It's just our way of looking at image and building it as we go by. Once we are done with the outline, we are just going to add with the help of fill bucket option to fill the layer, and then I'm going to use flow airbrush to add the highlight to the building because the moonlight is going to fall in the building, and that's the perspective we are going for the entire building illustration. Once we are done adding this, I'm going to quickly build our window with the help of a new layer and fountain pen. I'm just going to draw a rectangle option, and then I'm going to add a new layer beneath our window outline, and then I'm going to fill it using our flow airbrush yellow color. And then once we are done, I'm going to use the help of wrap distort option there using that, and I'm going to adjust the window as by desired preference. And then once done, I'm going to use cashmere eraser to erase the rest of the light outside of the window, and then I'm just going to copy and paste the rest of the windows. So we are done with the building element, and then we are going forward to our electric pole. And here maybe this may be like an antenna or something, but a call is not an electric line itself. So I'm just going to use the help of fountain pen and draw style line option, and then I'm just going to add few of those electric pole, and then we are just going to add an antenna here at a distance, and you can definitely make it as right as you want. I'm just going at a very simple straight line and the rest. So we are just going to reduce the size of the pen and going to add few more lines of wire from the antenna, or here as a wire, this electric line. And then once we are done, we are just going to make it look little more realistic by adding few more curves to make it look like a coil of wire. And then we are done with our electric pole. So now that we have done this option, I'm just going to erase because I felt like it is a little too much happening. So we are just going to erase those extra wires here, and we are moving to our favorite, that is to add the stars. I'm drawing this like a Saturn at a distance or some other planet at a distance. That's what the image has it. So I'm going to use the help of draw style circle and add fill the layer, and then I'm going to add multiple color here like pink, purple, and some grayish color. And once done, I'm just going to use cashmere eraser to remove the edge of it. As I can see, I'm struggling. So if you are new, you will definitely come across this scenario. I want to keep it as realistic as I can, and then I'm just going to reduce half of it or some image of it to make it look like a planet at a distance. And then we are moving on to our favorite, that is to draw the moon. Of course, this is like an asteroid passing by. I just draw a straight line and then filled it up using a flow airbrush. For moon, I'm just going to do the same option as like how I did with the planet, but we are just going to give only one fill layer, and then with the help of cashmere eraser I'm going to erase it, and then with the flow airbrush and a new layer beneath it, I'm just going to give it a little glow. And once we are done, we are moving on to our star, which is like the most favorite thing I have done so far. Just a plus sign and then few of the curvy line to bring it all together. And once done, I'm just going to add a new layer beneath the star layer and using the glow neon pen to add those glow, and I'm reducing the size of it as much as I can, and then I use the flow airbrush to make those stars shine. And I'm so happy how this has turned out. I'm going to reduce the size of it and copy and paste this for rest of the other star as well. And once I'm done, I'm going to use the glue pen to actually add a few more stars at a distance, like because our cats do require to be enjoying their planet of ours and have a great time. So we are going to add as many stars as we can because the fur babies are our stars. So I'm just going to use a few more sparkle here and then fill the layer with adding a little bit of tiny dot of glow neon to make it look like a sparkly star, also with a little glow. And we are almost done with our stars, moon and a planet. We are moving on to our fur babies. And for this, please make sure to use your sweet time because I have done this in a 10 minutes or 15 minutes of a duration, but here I did it in a 4x speed. Okay, I'm just going to use our fountain pen and we're just going to draw a cat sitting and a cat standing. That's how the illustration was, and I'm just going to follow the same thing. Also, if you're my existing subscriber, thank you so much. Each of us matters to me a lot. Of course, you have requested, there are so many things in the pipeline. I will definitely post it in upcoming weeks, so make sure to be online and check as much as you can. Also, for my new subscriber or the new one coming to our channel, thank you very much for watching this video. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Please make sure to click the subscribe and be a part of our growing community. We do have our weekly newsletter where I share with what I have learned and what you can do to tackle the upcoming week. And also we do have our weekly podcast where we talk about the art of living the best of our life. This week I spoke about the art of turning pain into purpose, which was so in depth, and I was very much engulfed in that while I was preparing the entire notes and everything what I'm going to share with you. And I did feel like a lot of you did resonate to it, and hope you guys will be subscribing and be a part of our growing channel and community. And you might have enjoyed this entire illustration as I speak by or at the end by removing the edge and giving it a soft glow. Hope you guys have enjoyed this tutorial. See you all tomorrow. Till then, take care, have a great life, enjoy yourself. Life is very short to be sad, so bye bye. See you tomorrow.